Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video. And you guys are probably thinking,
God man, what's taking you so long?
Why are you taking so long to do an upload?
well, I've had a bunch of exams and I'm still going with them. I finished my English exam today, geography and business yesterday. Still got 4 to go and I reckon I've been doing alright, but we're not talking about school or anything in this video. We're going to be talking about least favourite players for each AFL club. It has been a video I've been dreading a little bit because I didn't really want to make it, but I knew this is a good time to make it since it doesn't require that much effort. It's still a good video that you guys want because it's been heavily demanded, and I have just made a list like my previous video. So yeah, I'm going to tell you guys what my list is. Hopefully you guys enjoy a little bit of a new setup. I want to improve it, but for now, it's the best I've got. Alrighty, so for the Crows, my least favourite player is Taylor Walker. I know a lot of people agree with me, like a lot of other people I know don't like Taylor Walker as well. It's just this year has been a terrible year for Walker and the Crows, but since he's a captain, he's supposed to lead by example, and he's just been doing a stupid, clumsy stuff this year, which I've made a lot of people annoyed about him, so that's why I put Walker in. Don't mind him as a player, but yeah. For Brisbane, it was hard to pick, but if I had to choose one, I picked Alan Christensen. As I said before, I don't really mind all these players. If I had to pick one, that would be them. So for Alan Christensen, reasons would probably be because he's annoying. He's an annoying small forward who usually plays well against us, but he's not as good as the Rayners or Camerons. So he's kind of he's the third best version of them, yet he's still annoying. So that's why he's For Carlton, and this might disappoint a few Carlton fans, but I'm going Levi Casbolt. Now I don't dislike him. Just gonna say that the reason why I had Levi Casbolt is because of his the way he plays and the fact that he kept missing easy shots. And well, I know his goal kicking accuracy has improved a lot, but either way, I still had that stuck with me. He's also made a lot of mistakes. There are these video clips on YouTube where he made silly mistakes, Casbolt, and yeah. And he's also when he takes marks against St Kilda, it does annoy me a lot. So for Collingwood, I went with Mason Cox, and that's primarily due to the fact that he's a bit of a liability for the Pies. He may be really tall, 213 or 11 centimeters, whatever he is, but just because he's American doesn't mean he's a legend. I mean, he did definitely play really well against Richmond in the preliminary final, taking all those marks and kicking those goals, but other than that, he hasn't done much. And yeah, he's a bit cocky at times, so that's why I put Mason Cox. For Essendon, I went Matt Guelphy. There aren't too many reasons why I had Matt Guelphy, primarily just because he's a bit, I don't know, something about him. Maybe because he dyed his hair blonde and he played pretty well against us. I think he did. It was either that or another year, but he played pretty well against us, and he was just a bit annoying the way he played. But yeah, he's probably a good player, but yeah. For Fremantle, it's a player that is well known. A lot of people probably do like him, but I like watching him play, but I definitely don't like watching him when he's playing against us, and that's Michael Walters. Michael Walters, everyone knows Michael Walters is a game changer. He kicked the winning goal and the winning point or whatever it was, but he always plays really well against St Kilda, kicking 6 goals, and he's always the difference between win or lose against us. All right, if we win, it's only really just, but if they win, it's because of Michael Walters. And yeah, it's just really frustrating. That's why I had him in. For Geelong, I went with Tom Hawkins, another annoying forward who gets into people's skins. He gets suspended easily. I don't know how many times he's gotten suspended, but yeah, he's just annoying. Good player and all that. I don't mind watching him play, but sometimes I just, don't like him when I watch him against us especially. But yeah, Tom Hawkins for the Cats. For the Gold Coast, I went with Touk Miller. Don't really have too much of a reason. It's not because I hate Touk Miller or anything. It's just because if I had to pick anyone, I'd pick him because I know him, and compared to all the other Gold Coast players, I don't like him as much, but honestly, there aren't really too many reasons. He's a good player though. For GWS, a bit of an obvious one, let's face it, everyone probably had Toby Green on their list of least favourite GWS players because he's a very annoying pest. He's done, stupid things, suspended for the prelim, he's done stupid stuff. But yeah, he's actually a really good player. He's just too bad he's a really big idiot on the footy field. For Hawthorn, it might be a bit surprising to a few, you guys probably would have thought I would have went for Sicily or, Stratton for the pinching, but I went with Connor Nash. He's the Irishman, and I don't hate him. He might be good, but the times that I've watched him, he made too many mistakes, and I just kind of felt bad for him. Just the 2 games where I remember watching him, he was making a lot of mistakes, and the commentators were like, "Oh, if he doesn't, improve, he might not get another game at AFL level." Melbourne, I went for Melbourne. I went Christian Petrarca. He's definitely a great player for them, but just because every time we play Melbourne, he almost always plays well against us, whether we win, lose, or draw. Christian Petrarca is a good player. He's the bull for the Demons, but it just pisses me off at times. For North Melbourne, I went with Mason Wood, another forward that annoys me because he's underwhelming to Ben Brown, who's like a tier above him. And Mason Wood's here, he's alright, he does good moments against Sydney and all that, but against St Kilda when he run down the shot clock, that just really annoyed me and that stuck with me. For Port Adelaide, I went Charlie Dixon. He's a good player and all, but he's dropping form pretty badly, and he's he needs to find his form back, or he might not even get a spot on the team soon. Charlie Dixon, he's just another forward who just annoys me. He gets rough and tough at your skin, and especially when he plays us, I just never liked Dixon, especially playing us. For Richmond, another one, I bracketed no reason, meaning that honestly I don't know why I picked him, but if I had to go with anyone, Shai Bolton, just because he's just another Richmond player fighting for a spot. He's a good young player. He'll probably develop a spot in the 22, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to throw in Shai Bolton. Reason, nil. For St Kilda, it is tough because it's my team, and usually I shouldn't be going on about my least favourite plays, but the backyard Charizard did it, so I have to do it as well. So I go Daniel McKenzie, solely because every time I watch him, I get really nervous and feel like he's going to turn it over, because half the time he does. Makes too many mistakes in defence and sometimes costs us the game. For Sydney, I went with Ben Ronk. Now, most of you guys probably do know who Ben Ronk is, and for probably one reason, that's the 7 goals kicked against Hawthorn, and that's why I put him there, because since then, other than maybe Sydney fans, don't think he's done much, and he hasn't had that good of games when he's back in the side, so that's why I put him in. I feel like he's like a one-hit wonder. He might get better, but that's why. For West Coast, I had Tom Barrass. He's a defender for West Coast, but I've heard he makes too many mistakes down back for the Eagles, and I don't really like watching him play either. He's not that bad of a player, but that's just, there are too many better and other West Coast players who I do like and I do enjoy watching, so that's why I had Tom Barrass for Eagles. And the last one for Western Bulldogs I had was Tim English. As I said before, for most of them, I don't dislike him that much. It's just that if I had to pick one, they'd be them. And I feel like he's a bit of an overrated ruckman. Even though he's up and coming, I still feel like when I was just watching him play, he wasn't that good of a player, I don't think, when watching him. But that's probably why, but he's probably a good player. So, alrighty, hopefully, you guys obviously probably disagree with my list. But if you did enjoy the video, leave it a like. I did that in the last video where I put a dislike, but leave it a like. But if you did dislike it. I don't really care too much, as long as I'm getting the views. But I still have a bunch of exams to go next week, so the upload schedule won't be as promising as it normally is, but there will be a special video coming out soon where I'll be filming on the weekend, so stay tuned for that. After exams, it will be hard to find video ideas, so let me know video ideas down in the comments below, because it's getting really deep into the off season and I'm struggling to find AFL content for you guys, because I know that you guys want me to do AFL content, and I enjoy making it. So let me know in the comments below. That was my list, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Bye.